What's up, GTN fam? I'm back with another reaction video. And the title of this video is called Azealia Banks' Verbal Stream of Consciousness Part 2. And thank you so much, Tony is Future, for requesting this video. Also, this is the person that created this video. So I'm very honored and happy to react to this video. We gonna play the video. There we go.
Out of nowhere.
No, it's not out of nowhere. I think that you wanted this.
No, I'm just.
Don't say
I'm
oh boy.
asking. I'm just.
I just think that, and it's gonna sound really deep.
Mhm.
I think that, and this is gonna sound like a lot of ideas all at once, right?
The verbal stream of consciousness. We love
This
it.
is a verbal stream of consciousness.
Part 2.
Amazing. I want to say when I think about the Sydney show is that, like I said, there's so many people out there carrying your lyrics, and one of them was the word was all over Sydney like it had never been before. Yesterday was International Women's Day. I'd like to know your opinion on how you feel about the most offensive word in the English language referring to the female anatomy.
Who cares?
You don't care?
I don't care. I don't care about the word. I don't care about the word faggot. I don't care about the word nigger. I don't care about the word bitch. These are all like just, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, not to be like weird and deep, but like, you don't even know where language came from. You know what I mean? Like, and especially like me as an African American. You know what I mean? My whole entire like history is like fabricated and bullshit and just.
Azealia Banks on some other shit. I can feel it. Azealia Banks is on some other shit. She got that third eye. I see it. I see it. Play the video.
Eyes, like you expect me to give a fuck about some fucking English language? Kiss my ass.
What is, and I'll ask this as a final question, what is the key, most important thing you do give a fuck about?
Life and happiness and like, just smiling and feeling good, That's my shit. That's all I want to do is like feel good. Everything has to be pleasurable and pleasing to me. This is my life. I live my life out of this shell. Everything must, everything I do must be for my own benefit, and I feel like everyone should be that way, The minute you get like worried about what someone else is gonna think about something that pleases you, that's when you get like, all like weird and twisted and like socially awkward and shit like that. You know what I mean?
You can't live up here.
You can't live up here, exactly. You know what I mean? You can't live in your head. I mean, you can live in your head, and if you are gonna live in your head, and when it translates into reality, make sure it's real and make sure it's true. So if you're a fucking nut, be a fucking nut.
But at least what is up in your head came from you and not what everyone around.
Y'all hear that? If y'all a fucking nut, be a fucking nut. Azealia Banks said it first. If you a nut, be a nut. Don't be a square, be a nut.
Exactly.
The headlines that get generated are always around your arguments and your Twitter spats. And what do you say to anybody that would say, or these days it feels like Azealia Banks is like a part-time rapper, full-time Twitter troll?
Well, I'm a millennial. I was born in 1991. I spent all of my days after school playing in chat rooms with my friends on AOL. That's how we found out about anything. Like, literally, I'd come from school and I'd be watching 106 in Park. And then I'd be on my computer talking to my friends, like, making little, like, those little dolls where you could like dress them and then you take a screenshot of them. And
No,
then it's
sorry,
like,
I don't.
well, I'd be like building Barbies and building houses and playing Sims and doing all that stuff. Like, I grew up like going to computer schools, writing HTML code. Like, I'm really like a computer nerd.
But that is
Oh, wow.
not fighting people online, though, is it?
But I've always been the same person. I've always been the same person. If you go and ask anyone that I went to high school with, I've always been the same person, and I'm the same person on Twitter and off Twitter. I like to enjoy myself. I like to amuse myself. Yeah, I like to have a good time, and a lot of times people kind of insert themselves in my good times, and it's just like, okay, look, don't kill my vibe. Don't kill my vibe because of what.
Azealia Banks, I don't know much about her, but she seemed like the type, if you get high with her, she gonna be woke as fuck. She already woke, but I'm talking about she gonna be on the third level of woke. And you gonna be like, damn, I didn't even think about it like that,
Even talk to you.
Azealia just dropped a brilliant album.
So let's get into a record.
But I can understand the frustration of how this black woman made this amazing music that's diverse.
But see,
and it's the real
and what I'm
deal,
saying
and they're
to
not
you is-
talking about
and what
it.
I'm saying to you is, put it in the music.
No, I don't want to put this shit in my
not
fucking
her,
music.
not her.
The energy.
And not him.
I did put the energy in the music.
The energy's in the music, but let that speak.
It is speaking. Listen, and this is what I always say to people.
But your social media and your profile
but
is
y'all
out in
work
front
at a
of
radio
it.
station. Listen, I'm a creative individual. I have the license to think and say and do whatever the
Yes,
fuck
absolutely,
I feel. You understand?
absolutely.
Y'all work at a radio station. Y'all focus on the music. You work at a fucking music magazine. You focus on the music. That's your job. I'm a creative.
All right.
I can do and
listen.
say whatever the fuck I feel.
Yeah, and I'm trying to help you.
But like, help me do what?
Help you make people focus on your message in your music and not just 140 characters on fucking Twitter.
Well, then that's their problem. That's your problem. You know what I mean? That's your problem. You're picking and choosing. Listen, I talk about and it's so funny because I talk about so many different things on my Twitter. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas pick and choose what y'all want to see. You know what I mean?
And who's y'all?
General.
Complex, Gossip, Double XL, Source. You know what I mean? All of these like hip hop guys that are so like influential and instrumental in creating the bad picture of Azealia Banks. Y'all are picking and choosing what y'all wanna
they
y'all
want
wanna put
clicks,
in
and
the fucking.
you make
all
it
right,
easy
so
for
then
them.
get your fucking clicks. Here it is. Here it is.
Well, that's for sure.
Listen.
What
Stop
record we
trying to
playing
play
right
me.
now?
Got them together real quick. Got them together. Yeah, but now people is different now. People see that as a whole. Like they just like with Doja Cat, they don't separate the two. They put your social media with your music, and that's the reason why Beyonce don't say nothing. Cause she even said it. My Virgo ass, y'all ain't gonna like me. But hey, I mean, it's freedom of speech. I don't know what she said. You know, I don't keep up with Azealia Banks, but it's freedom of speech.
Who's trying to play?
Everybody.
Everybody's trying to play.
Yeah. Let me be free.
So much stuff.
let me listen. Like, listen, it's been a
Who's
long
trying to
time
play?
since like a black woman can like really sit here and say whatever the fuck she feels like without being shot at or like sprayed by a hose or some shit. Like,
And I think the things Ebro's been subtly trying to tell you is, don't let your emotions get so deeply involved that you could have more effect when people hear the music first,
what
and then
I'm
you're
trying
able to
tell
use
you
that
is
voice.
they're not as deeply involved. Y'all just spent the whole 45 minutes asking me deep questions.
That's
If
true.
y'all like, see, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
but you're a very interesting person.
y'all
Yeah,
just
give you a
spent the last
story.
like 45 minutes asking me all these deep ass questions. That's how it happens in an interview. Like, that's why I said, like, you work at a radio station, focus on the music. Help me out.
We are helping you out. That's
You
why
know what
you're
I
here.
mean?
That's why you're here.
I know. No, listen. Once you are very.
So,
She got a point. She got a point.
you were signed to Interscope. That record got you signed.
Yes.
And what happened with that? Why no more Interscope?
Well, it was a combination of things. Mostly, it was Polydor, the UK company that I was signed to. They were greenlighting everything, and it was really strange because that record cost $2 million to make. You know, partially because I didn't
When
really.
you say that record, you mean that
album.
Oh, that album, not
That
212
album.
the song,
No.
but
The album cost $2 million to make. Just because, you know, I was still finding myself creatively, and we were paying for a lot of things that I wasn't using and all kind of stuff like that. And I guess it kind of just got to a point where they had spent so much money on the record, and they were like, we don't feel like we have anything that we can cross into the top 40. Like, it was very specific. They were very specific about wanting something that they could play on top 40.
mainstream.
Yeah. And for me, you know, the deal that I had wasn't a 360 deal, so I was keeping all my money off touring and stuff. And I was just like, you know, like, F this. I want to do cool music, and I want to perform, and, you know, I want to enjoy myself. I don't want to, like, do anything that I think is whack or, you know, that's going to make me sad. And, yeah, it was just like a back and forth, like a bunch of creative differences, and they were also really upset by the fact that, you know, they would be paying for me to be in the studio, and then I'd be releasing shit for free, like, mixtape,
So
and like,
you were being difficult.
Yeah.
I was being creative. I was being creative because it was like, regardless of whether you know, thought fantasy
She just wanted to do what she wanted to do. She was like, fuck y'all, I want to do what I want to do. This is my music, my way. That's what she's saying.
mixtape was professional enough or whatever,
people were downloading it and people were coming to see. I was headlining Glastonbury.
But they weren't making money off of it, so for
But
them...
you could have made money off of it if you would have just listened to me and just cleared the damn samples and put it on fucking iTunes. You get what I mean?
Yes.
So then once I got off the label, I found this program, this thing online called TuneCore, where basically you pay them $75 and they put your shit through the channels. Because at that point it was just like, I just need my stuff to get through official channels. I don't care if you think it's cool or not. I need it to get through the channels because this is not.
What do you mean? What channels? When you say the channels?
Like
What do you
iTunes or anything,
yeah.
like really, just like at a bare minimum, just put my shit on fucking iTunes. Like, what is the problem? I don't understand what the issue is, you know, because I'm making my money.
mean? And you know you have fans who are going to go out and buy the stuff if it's on iTunes.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, she has a very
And so,
committed fan
and
base.
it sounds like that traditional recording label design business model didn't fit your brand. They didn't have the patience for how you were being creative, and they were spending a lot of money, and it just didn't work.
Exactly. I feel like I watched the Grammys.
Y'all see that shirt? I have no tits. I fuck with that. At least you know. You got itty bitty titty community.
I think the Grammys is just one of those things that we do as Americans, you know? It's like, that's just like a very consumerist thing. Like, we watch the Super Bowl. I watch the Super Bowl even though I don't care about football. You know, it's just what we do. It's just one of those cultural things that we have here. So I feel like I watched it just because I'm an American, you know, it's like, well, this is what.
We all do that. I know what's going on with football myself, but I just watch it because everybody else watching it. My family love football, so I get her with that.
America's doing tonight, like, might as well.
That being said, is there ever desire to add the Grammy nominated in front of Azealia Banks' name?
I mean, of course, everybody wants accolades and everybody wants all that stuff, but I more so just want to keep making good music. Like, I don't ever want to have, like, a record that's, like, horribly reviewed, you know?
And I wanted you to elaborate more on your ideas around the cultural appropriation, particularly of Black American culture.
They're just, like, little, like, weird things. I just feel like there's just like a fetishization of just like blackness and like of what we look like, you know, just like in essence, like even going back to the minstrel shows and even how like all the girls are getting big butts and it takes someone like Kylie Jenner to make big lips a thing when, you know, black girls have been walking around with big lips for forever.
And it's so sad. Not every Caucasian want big lips. They want big, plump, juicy lips like a black person. Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, it's just those things that it's just really like annoying. It's really annoying because it's just like you guys like I don't know. I almost feel like maybe white people are like running out of whiteness, you know, so they're like latching on to everything else, and you know, if it's not
down to the hair, the booties, the lips, everything, clothing, dressing black. White people dressing black. They want to be us, but they don't want to be us.
big lips and big butt, then I don't know. You know, I don't know what it is. Then it's them appropriating something from Indian culture or Asian culture or whatever. They're like, oh, but what about black on black crime and all this stuff? It's not black on black crime. That's poor on poor crime. You know, like it's like I just feel like for centuries and centuries and centuries, black people have just been painted to just be these like animals and just be these crazy people when we're really not. And I feel like all of the things like hip hop and these are the things that we've created for ourselves in the face of just all of the like adversity. Like we've created these things for ourselves, and they're ours, and they make us feel good. And we don't want you in the same way you didn't want us in. I don't want you in here.
But that's not true. You know, hip hop now is pop. It is pop. It is part of pop culture. More significantly, the artists who are now dominating the charts is white consumers who are buying their music. So you have Kanye West and Jay-Z performing N in Paris to an all-white audience, chanting the N-word.
That's fine. That's fine. But self-preservation is key. Self-preservation is key, and just given the way history has moved and how much of our culture is gone, it's imperative that we preserve everything.
So, do you think that white artists shouldn't do hip hop?
No. That's not what I said. You shouldn't. You should not sound like a backwater slave. You should not. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be a part of this, then be a part of it. Truly be a part of it. You know, don't then make a caricature of the most like ignorant, like over sexualized, like stupidest like black woman, you know, and then get on stage and be like what are you doing?
What you said to me today,
Miley Cyrus.
and I was like, I don't even understand how things got sideways. Didn't Iggy Azalea and her start at the same time? What happened? And you told me.
I said that there are people out there who believe that the source of this issue is that Iggy came later and straight up jacked the name from Azealia Banks. Because, I mean, the name Azealia Banks was already out and a thing when anyone first heard of Iggy Azalea. So there are those that believe that Iggy simply saw the name Azealia Banks, was like, I like that name. And
straight ran with it.
And that could be the source of original tension.
What's your perspective
on it? Okay, so here's the thing with Iggy Azalea. This is the thing. I feel just like in this country, whenever it comes to our things like black issues or black politics or black music or whatever, there's always this like undercurrent of kind of like a fuck you. There's always like a fuck y'all niggas, like y'all don't really own shit, like y'all don't have shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that Macklemore album wasn't better than the Drake record.
Macklemore admitted his album wasn't better than Kendrick.
You know what I mean? That Iggy Azalea shit is not better than any fucking black girl that's rapping today. You know? And when they give those awards out, because the Grammys are supposed to be like accolades for artistic excellence. You get what I mean? Iggy Azalea is not excellent. You know? And the message I see when I see these Grammys being given out, like these, because it's bigger than just like playing the shit on the radio and I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like, that's fine, bitch. Like, do what you're gonna do. But I have a problem when you're trying to like say that it's hip hop and you're trying to like put it like up against black culture. Like, even like, you know, like Nicki Minaj over the past 2, 3, 4 years has done so much to kind of create this like social presence and this like hold on just like, you know, like social consciousness. And then here you go, like, okay, so she's like re-up and Roman Reloaded, then here you got fucking Iggy like reclassified. Like, you're trying to smudge out, you know what I mean? It's like you're trying to like, it's like a cultural smudging is what I see. And when they give these Grammys out, all it says to white kids is like, oh yeah, you're great, you're amazing, you can do whatever you put your mind to. And it says to black kids, you don't have shit, you don't own shit, not even the shit you.
She is woke with that. She is very freaking woke. Yes, I agree. I agree 100%. I agree with that. It's like, oh, shitting on the black guy. You black kids ain't gonna be nothing. But us white people, oh, we gonna always win. My father always told me, no matter what, no matter how big you get, it's always a white man's world.
Create it for yourself. And it makes me upset. Is that
I think,
way.
and you know what? A majority of people aren't conscious. We just finished having a conversation about it, where people purchase and put their money next to things that they see themselves in, right? It's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? And it's really a marketing thing. It's psychology, right? Where 64% of the United States is white. Right.
And that's fine. Well, look.
Well, and I'm just saying theys purchase things that they see themselves in, right? And businesses capitalize on that.
And that's fine. So put her in the pop category. Put her with Katy Perry and put her and Miley Cyrus in the same fucking box together.
Don't put her in hip-hop.
Don't put her in hip hop.
But she's rapping over a beat though.
But just because she's not singing does not mean it's rap music. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. You know, right? And so part of the reason you get in trouble is
I do kind of think Iggy is kind of pop. I don't think she like fully hip hop. I think she is like pop. She got some little, you know, some little bops, but I think Iggy is pop.
Because you feel. And you jump out in front of everyone with your feelings. And that majority of people is like, why does this bitch give a fuck so much? They disregard your feelings, and the people who understand what you're feeling either go, another one caught up, huh? Damn. right? And they go on and they make their money. They go on and they take care of their families, and they ride off into the sunset with whatever their bank account. And people like yourself who are amazingly talented, give a fuck about culture, give a fuck about your people, right? End up being called crazy.
I gotta be the bitter black bitch because I like have something to say about it.
Because you have feelings.
And then here you got fucking coon head ass T.I. Like, T.I., you out here trying to fucking promote this white bitch. Like, they got your wife on VH1. Whitey got your wife on VH1 and that bitch can't fucking read. You understand? You got
So
your
that's
priorities
really how
fucked up.
She said Tiny can't read. Oh Lord, let me find a tea on that after this.
That's really how you feel about
That's
T.I.
really how I fucking feel about you. You're a fucking shoe shining coon. How dare you?
And so you take that personally.
I take that personally. I take that very. You're a fucking coon. Your wife can't read. And they got her on fucking TV. They making funny. They got the fucking sound effects on it like boing. She reading the thing with her finger. It's like boing, boing. Like.
So let me take you a step further. All of these shows that you're talking about, right? Like I had it with my lady just the other day, Sorority Sisters, Bye Felicia, Love and Hip Hop New York.
I
all
never
of these
seen
programs.
White Felicia. What's that? I
Some
seen
new
it. I
show.
seen it on the guide, but I never watched it.
But do you watch this television? You don't watch any of these
Here
things?
and there, like if I'm in the hair salon, like I'll talk about it. Like that stuff is like, that's like trivial shit, you know. And it's okay to enjoy that stuff.
But see,
You
it's
get
a
what I mean?
slippery slope because in one regard you're saying it's okay. In another regard you're saying it's coon shit.
No, I
And-
said T.I. was a coon.
Right, but the way.
And I said that the fact that your wife can't read makes you even more of a coon, and the fact that
But that's the woman that he loves, though.
okay, but the fact that you're focused on what the fuck I have to say about this bitch saying that she's a runaway slave master, you know what I mean? And that's really what you're attacking me for? That's really, like, think about it. You have no other reason to come at me. Aside from the fact that I said something about her calling herself a runaway slave master, and the bitch so comfortably did a whip motion in the video, she was like, runaway slave master. Oh shit! And y'all will sweep that shit right under the fucking rug. But
We'll
whenever
talk
I
to her
have to
about it.
say,
We got at her about it.
but I'm saying in general, whenever I have to say anything about anything, then it's like, oh, here go this crazy black bitch. Here this da 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 da. Like T.I. Really?
Does what part
Wow.
of fame still scares you or bothers you?
What part of it that scares me? The part of it that scares me is that you have all of these people like smiling in your face and looking at you and just like, you know what I mean? Like, just okay, with any kind of success comes something that like they call the evil eye, you know? And that is like that's like a form of witchcraft. That's like the most easiest shit. Like somebody just looking at you with like ill intent could bring you down. And when you, especially when I first came out, just having all these people look at me and like, you know, you can feel like, you could just feel like jealousy, envy, hatred, like you could feel everything, and it really like took a toll on me, like spiritually and physically. Like I got like really skinny, and it was just like, you know, and you have to protect yourself from that in whatever way, you know, whatever way is possible. Yeah, so I feel like that's what scares me the most, that somebody could come in, you know, and with a mask on, and you know, like come in and like fuck me up or some shit, like fuck my life up or just fuck my head up or something, you know. Especially when you're an artist, you're so free and you're so like open and just so like your head is open for anybody to put, you're like a sponge for anybody to put whatever they want in your head. And whether you like,
She is woke, very woke. Like it's like with me, like moving up in life, I be feeling that same way. Like anybody can just bam, you know, like, and you absorb all that. And you got to be like, when you like, oh my god.
or not, that shit sticks to you.
Yeah.
And that's the scariest thing. Like that's why I like stay away from people. Like I'm always in my house. Like I have like a few friends. I keep to myself just because as an artist, I'm very sensitive to energies and very sensitive to just things like that.
How much does sexual identity play into your idea of not wanting to deal with the fame and deal with all that because of some of the scrutiny that comes with being one of the LGBT?
No, that has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. It's more so really just evil people. It's like fuck. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like that. Yeah, that has nothing to do with it. I'm not scared of like somebody being like, oh yeah, you're like the angry black bitch who licks pussy or whatever the fuck. That's not. I don't give a fuck about that.
It's really more just somebody like getting in, some fucking random getting in.
Yeah.
Somebody that's not supposed to be in there. And
Do you feel accepted by the other LGTs or even the other Bs?
The black and the Latinos ones, yes. The fucking the white gays be trying to fucking tear me apart. They so evil. I'll be like, oh, and that's why I be fucking with them. That's why I be like, shut up, faggot. Like, shut up. And they be like, oh my god.
So let's talk about that, because especially over the past few days, that word has caused a lot of controversy. For you, first off, define the word and why, and what it means to you in terms of when you use it.
So for me, like faggot, the word faggot came to me from my mother. And it was never a thing of like a guy being gay. You know what I mean? It was always just a man who hates women. That's what we call a faggot. You a faggot. A man, you could be gay or straight. You could be a straight faggot. Like I know a lot of straight faggots. Like you a fucking faggot. I feel like, yeah, faggots are like men who just want to bring women.
Everybody has a different definition of faggot or whatever. I've only heard one faggot, and that's gay. Maybe because I've been around a lot of black people, but I've only heard of one. And people like play around and say, "Oh, you faggot! Oh, you faggot!" Like even straight dudes are like, they call them faggot, like to make fun of their sexuality, even though they know they straight. You know, I've only heard of one.
And just like fuck with their head and like control them and stuff like that. Like faggots are like men who don't want you to be independent, you know.
So at what point, I mean, you said your mother would use the word, and I'm assuming because of maybe the culture you're around when you're in New York, because like the ball scene, and then how sometimes people like reappropriate the word and reclaim the word. When you use it, are you reclaiming the word?
I'm not reclaiming it. It's this is the definition of it that's been given to me. This is my definition of it. I'm not trying to take it from you and make it anything else. This is how I use the word. You like, you know what I mean? And also, furthermore, I feel like it's not even that serious. I feel like we're all adults here, you know, and if you're gonna insult another fucking adult, then you get insulted back. Realize I've never called any other gay man a faggot outside of the man who was racist and misogynist towards me. I call Barrett Simpson a faggot because he's a fucking faggot. Faggot.
And so, but see, so the aftermath of that, and because sort of to put into context, a lot of the times where I hear your music is in gay clubs, and because the beats, I mean, it just makes sense to be played in those areas. And so when I mentioned to my friends, I said, "Oh, I'm going to get a chance to talk to Azealia Banks on Monday." They said, "Tell her we love her music, but we're kind of wondering at what point she's going to dial back on using the word faggot." So let me pose the question to you in that way. When you have people, fans of your work and of everything that you do, when they have that in the back of their head about, you know, the Twitter feuds and the use of certain words, how does that make you react?
And people shouldn't be worried about Twitter and all, like, just focus on the music. Like me personally, I try my best not to focus on like artists and their personal life. I just focus on their music and what they put out as content creators. Like them as people, you can go ahead and have a red table talk shit about everybody, but it's about the content, the music. That's what it should always be about. Like, I'm different.
It makes me, I mean, okay, the fact that they have it in their head, I can't be responsible for your thoughts, you know? Those are your thoughts, that's what you think, and that's fine. But I definitely think a lot of the times with, like, white gay media, especially with female artists, they want you to, in order for you to seem successful or seem feminine or whatever, you have to kind of like desire their approval, you know, like white gay males' approval, like you have to desire their approval. And some, like I read like a really interesting article on Jezebel about just gay male misogyny. I feel like a lot of times gay men can be way more misogynistic than even straight men, you know, even how they come to you like picking at your hair, like telling you you fat, telling you all this other shit, telling you how to like be a woman. It's just like, what the fuck you know about being a woman? Like, I understand that you're feminine and you're sassy and blah blah blah, like whatever, and I'm not knocking you for that, but like you're not gonna come over here and tell me, like, you know what I mean, like I didn't ask you, you know. So now it's like you're taking it too far. You know, you're taking it way too far because now you're offending me, you know. I'm not sitting here telling you like, you know, how you need to, I don't know, what could I say, like what could I even say? Because I don't know about being a gay man. There's nothing that I could tell you about being a gay man.
But to play devil's advocate, when you think about certain words that could be used against you that you would find offensive,
But y'all use it all the time. Y'all sitting here, y'all. I read y'all blogs. You know, I read like what the gay writers say. They be like, oh, look at this bitch. She's a hoe. She's a slut. She's this blah blah blah. All this stuff. Like I read what y'all say, and y'all really be like even if you're not using those words, just still like trying to like comment on this woman's like weight or on her body or whatever the fuck. Like that shit is wretched.
do you think, and there was an article, again, we're talking to Azealia Banks here on Sirius XM Alkium, Jorge Olivares. There was an article, I don't remember, I think it was maybe Time, and it was written by a black woman, and she said, dear white gays, stop reappropriating or stop taking black culture away from us. Do you agree that that's what's happening?
It's because it's like especially the white gays. They be like, yeah, honey, oh.
White gays do be extra. I ain't gonna lie. I've been around a few white gays. Just like when I did like Uber, I'm like, God damn, y'all extra. Like I feel like the white gays are the most extra at certain points. So I'd be like one just got in my when I did Uber full time. Like one got in my car talking about, oh, this one over here sucks dick. I was like, you don't even know me. You don't even know what I do in my bedroom. How you gonna judge me like that?
Let's throw shade. Let's have a kiki. All this other shit. You know what I mean? Or whatever they're saying. And then you want to turn around and be like, like, oh, you a bitch, you a slut, you a this. Like, oh, you a flop, you a this. Well, all right, if you could call me a flop and you could call me a this, why I can't call you a faggot? Bitch, I'll call you a faggot. What's the difference?
Do you feel as though because you identify within the LGBT, there's more of a difference in when you use the word as opposed to somebody else?
No. I'm telling you, that's white gay media. That's white gay media asserting itself, and that's just what whiteness does to like colored people. It confuses us. It makes you think like, okay, like maybe like, do I have to be proper? Do I have to, like just speaking like between two colored people? It confuses you, and it makes you like feel like, okay, well, if I don't behave a certain way, or if I don't think a certain way, then I'm unacceptable. And all people want in their life is to be accepted and feel like they're a part of it or a part of something. And I feel like that's definitely something that allows people to get like swayed into like being like, oh yeah, like you shouldn't say faggot, but you say bitch all the time. You know what I mean? I say, and then it's just like,
y'all, if I'm real quiet, I'm just taking in everything she's saying. I'm that type. I like to absorb everything and then come out what I gotta say. So I'm just being quiet because I'm listening.
And even for the people that are like trying to jump in and be like, oh, you can't say faggot, a lot of them are white women, and it's just like, bitch, what the fuck are you like? Okay, so I just sat here, I said nigga, but you're not standing up for black people and black rights. But as soon as I call this gay man, this white gay man a faggot, then it's like, oh, you're a bigot, you're a hypocrite, blah blah blah. Like, so it's like, what, like, whose rights are you really standing up for, bitch? If you're gonna stand up for the rights, you gotta stand up for all the rights. You gotta get mad when I say nigga. You gotta get mad when I say bitch. You gotta get mad when I say cunt. America cannot pick and choose when it wants to be offended. You understand?
So do you think? So let's say GLAAD, the gay media watchdog GLAAD. Let's say GLAAD was
Said a mouthful with that. You cannot pick and choose. Oh wow. Talk about a consciousness. Yeah, you're right.
there were far more people of color who were behind GLAAD and still asking you to stop using the word faggot. Would that change how you view the word?
No.
And whether or not you would use it?
No.
So if GLAAD came up to you...
Because no, and you know why? And it's not even to be like eye for an eye, simply because I just don't care. I don't care. This is not a real issue, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and what does GLAAD stand for? Gay and Lesbian Association Against Defamation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in my human life, I got bigger problems than worrying about what somebody else fucking thinks of me. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like an antiquated cause. Like against defamation. Who fucking cares what people are saying about you? Who fucking cares? I don't care.
But do you think that it affects how people who could potentially be your biggest fans view you and consume your music?
Maybe it does, but I don't care.
So if so many people leave the fan base because your continued use of the word faggot, you wouldn't care?
I wouldn't care because y'all sit there and y'all be like, yes, bitch is a word, you know what I mean? And they'll be like, oh, like, well, what about the gay kid that gets the last word he hears before he dies is faggot? Okay, what about the woman who gets beat in her head by her fucking husband and the last word she hears is bitch? Y'all be like, yes, bitch, bitch, yes, oh, honey, yes.
She got a point, but also it's her upbringing too. So her growing up, like I said, faggot didn't mean gay. It meant like a weak ass man. But me growing up, faggot was a gay ass punk queen. Like faggot was the worst thing. So
Bitch, you know what I mean? Like, come on, y'all throw that fucking word around, and yeah, like, no, I can't care.
What
I
was,
can't
what was
care.
the response when you put that on Instagram over the weekend? The response?
I don't know. I just push. I don't even read. I don't read what they say. I don't read what they say. But yeah, it's like, cause then that's me like bowing down to that same like gay white male thing where it makes female artists feel like they have to like you have to be liked by gay men. You know what I mean? So it's like what the, like I have to be like a fantasy of a woman for you so that you can like relate to me or whatever the fuck it is. Like no, I'm a real person. I'm not here to be like. You know what I mean? Like your diva, your idol, or whatever. I'm here to
Azealia Banks like, I'm not here to play the game. I'm here to make my music and live my life.
be myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's it. And that's it. You know what I mean? I don't run around calling gay men faggots. I don't run around calling gay men faggots. The one man that I happen to call a faggot happens to be gay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I use the word faggot again in reference to myself. Because people be like, oh, you a petty faggot. It's like, I'll be like, I'm a petty faggot. Like, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. And also, like, yeah, I'm a person from like an urban area. Like,
For you, it's not that deep.
it's not that deep, and I can't make it that deep.
Yeah.
I can't make it that deep because then like if I give y'all that, then I have to give like everybody something. You get what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
look. We're not even gonna make this a fucking issue. We're not even gonna make this an issue until y'all stop saying bitch. If y'all could all collectively agree to stop saying bitch and stop like you know what I mean, stop doing that thing to women where you're like, oh, she's a flop and she's this and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Where y'all trying to make women feel like think about it. Literally, you have a man telling a woman that she's not sexy enough. How the fuck do you even know how to be sexy? What are you talking about?
Well, to reflect the fire that comes from Azealia, let's play Ice Princess. That's off her album Broke with Expensive Taste here on Sirius XM. So to kind of ease what's going on around you and people who seem to, because of your use of the word faggot, want to easily call you a homophobe. Are you homophobic?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. To be homophobic.
I don't think she is either, because she has a lot of gay fans. I don't think she's homophobic at all. I don't get that. But it was her upbringing of using the word faggot. It's a different term for her, so yeah.
It would imply that I'm like, oh, I can't sit next to a gay man because I'm gonna catch the gay, or some shit. I can't sit next to
Not catch the gay.
a gay woman because I'm gonna catch the gay or whatever. I already caught the gay. You know what I mean? Like I already fucking caught the
I was like SpongeBob. I've caught the ugly.
gay. It's not some shit like that. But it's really, I feel like when I use the word faggot, it comes from like a feminist point of view, not a homophobic point of view. It's really just kind of like you just feel attacked as a woman. Like, what the fuck are you doing to me right now? Like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
You know, like really, what are you saying? Like some of the stuff that I read about me, like, you know, written on like gay blogs or whatever, just be like so crazy. Like, yeah, I'll be on there calling me broke, but meanwhile, you sit there and you writing for a fucking blog. You know what I mean? For $50 a fucking article or whatever the fuck. It's just like you're trying to read me, like.
Let me see.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm probably gonna keep repeating this because I probably told y'all this before. And you know, the girls can do whatever they want. Y'all can do whatever y'all fucking want to do, right? I clearly have a lot of fucking gay male friends. Do not take that prep shit, okay? Like, there's no reason for you to need to have a fucking pill so you can just fuck whoever you want to fuck and like just be all fucking nasty and out there on the fucking streets acting a fucking fool. Now,
I don't even take prep. I'm like, bruh, you better strap up.
the boys are still getting HIV. The girls are getting fucking renal failure. They're getting like liver fucking failure. They're getting anal warts. They're getting anal cancer. Okay? That's a fucking death trap. And for that dumbass nigga Frank Ocean to sit up there and fucking promote that to y'all gays, like that's something that y'all fucking need, it's evil. And he's probably getting paid by some fucking like white gay corporation to fucking do the shit. Okay? Y'all stay off that fucking prep. Stay off that fucking prep. Okay? It's not that fucking serious. You don't need to have everybody running up in your fucking asshole all fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Is that fucking serious? If you have a sex addiction like that you need a fucking pill so that you could just go out and fucking suck and do all that, then you need to go see a fucking psychiatrist. Okay? Go to a therapist.
There's some sluts out there. It's a lot of sluts now. You can't look. Some sluts.
Don't be letting everybody run up in your fucking ass like that. Because whatever bullshit y'all want to say about, oh, it's so that like an HIV positive man could be in love with the fucking HIV negative man. No, that's not what the fuck y'all using it for. I know that's not what the fuck y'all using it for. That in them fucking parties, y'all sniffing that fucking Tina, smoking that Tina, doing whatever y'all doing, and y'all out there acting a fucking fool. And y'all are getting sick. Okay? I don't know what kind of new epidemic they're trying to spark. They're trying to spark a new AIDS epidemic or whatever the fuck they're trying to do, but honey, it's not that serious, okay? I tell you. It's hoes out here that's popping pussy all fucking day long. You know what I mean? Be responsible. Just be fucking responsible. Just be fucking responsible. And then spiritually, you don't need, like, why y'all want everybody just running up in your spirit like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your fucking asshole, your pussy is like a fucking portal to your fucking soul, bitch. You don't know what kind of demons niggas have creeping around in their fucking...
Shoot. Preach. I have been celibate myself for like half a year because I just want to cleanse. I've been more focused on doing my content since I haven't had sex. Like, there's so many sexual demons out there. Like, be careful who you give your body to. Like, it's soul ties are real. It's freaking real.
Psyche in their aura and shit, and y'all just out here fucking and sucking and fucking and sucking and fucking and sucking and fucking and sucking. Stop. Stay the fuck away from that prep shit, okay? Stay the fuck away from that prep shit, and that shit is too fucking new. You cannot trust America when they come out with new shit. Now look at what's happening with everybody in the fucking e-cigarettes. Now everybody's getting fucking black lungs and all this other shit. And then they told y'all that was supposed to be a fucking healthier cigarette. Stay the fuck off that prep. Stay the fuck off that fucking prep. And stop sniffing Tina. Now y'all are gonna key on me. I'm sure y'all gonna have me on out.com by the end of the day. Fucking white gays. I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. You heard what the fuck I said. Stay the fuck off that fucking Tina. Because the girls are getting warts, cancer, herpes, syphilis, gonorrhea, bitch. All kind of new shit. You didn't see that shit? The syphilis tsunami. Now they got the new fucking strains, the new like mega strains of shit. Because y'all just fucking and sucking and sharing and just doing all that other shit for what? I swear to God, this fucking prep shit is really about to become a fucking public safety issue. A public health fucking issue. Mark my motherfucking words. Give it another 5-10 years, honey. There's gonna be all kind of fucking class action lawsuits. There kind of are right now. There's like class action lawsuits. They're like, hey, if you have had renal failure after taking Truvada, or there's some other fucking kind of the drug or whatever, Truvada, call us now. You may be entitled to compensation. Bitch, do you really want to be that person on the fucking couch? You know what I mean? Like 2 p.m. in the fucking afternoon. You know what I mean? Like, and you know this when they show those kinds of commercials, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, because the people who got themselves fucked up are usually on the couch at 2 p.m. in the fucking afternoon, hooked up to a fucking oxygen machine, hooked up to a fucking dialysis machine or wherever the fuck, watching like, you know, daytime TV. You want to be on the couch at 2 p.m., bitch? Is that what you want? Figure it out, hoes. Get it the fuck together, bitches. You know? It's simple. It's a fucking condom. We have all kind of fucking shit out here that you can use. Bitch. You don't need that extra shit. And really, the truth about that nigga Frank Ocean is you don't have no real bitches around you. You hanging out with these fucking stupid ass white cunts all fucking day. They all your fucking ear telling you dumb shit.
Not the white cunts.
Out here acting like a fucking dummy. Like, you clearly don't have no black gay friends. You clearly don't have no like real black female friends. Probably just all these dumb LA bitches. They like want to be Kardashian bitches. You know them black girls out here fucking LA.
And that prep stuff does like weaken your immune system. One dude I was fucking with in the past, 4 years ago, 4 or 5. Yeah, he had to get off prep because like it was weakening his immune system. So he was getting sick from taking prep. And it's crazy. I was like, you getting sick from something that's supposed to be helping you in life? Something wrong with it.
Want to be Kardashian, bitch? Well, listen. It's like him. Let me know where you get the fucking surgery, bitch. Because I want my Kardashian look on, but no. Because let me tell you what, LA bitch will be like, yeah! Because she just wants to fucking fit in and she just wants to like get up and do that and all of that. They high key be keying on you. And I don't know if it's a thing. Maybe you and Tyler the Creator, y'all are just like some black cunts. Y'all don't like black people, whatever the fuck. Y'all just want to get white booty on fucking David Honey. Let me tell you, bitch. Them girls don't fucking like your black ass. They don't like your black ass. And they will always put your fucking dumb black ass up there to fucking do their bidding. You and Tyler are like, y'all are a fucking mess. Y'all are a fucking mess. See, girl, you just get you a little bit of rum, a little bit of rum, a little bit of reefer, and get you a pack of condoms and pay it. Girl, pay it. So you drink enough rum, you will get a psychedelic effect. It will make you feel just as good as the teen girl. Drink you a little regular rum diggy dum. You know? Get out there.
Boy, she lit. That was very interesting and long. Azealia Banks is woke. That's what I got from this overall. Let me zoom back in. I forgot I wasn't zoomed out. Intermission. So if y'all enjoyed this reaction video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all, DTN fam. This is probably the longest video I think I've done. This thing about to be like 50 minutes. I'm like, dang, this thing long. I didn't realize how long it was. So I was sitting here. I'm like, it's about to be an hour. So I love y'all, DTN fam. Until next time, bye y'all.